So, I watched Predator Badlands, and man, I really like this movie. I'm just going to get that out of the way right now. This is my review for it. I'll do a spoiler-free version, and then we'll jump into spoilers and stuff and talk about specifics. But as of right now, we're doing spoiler-free. This is a good movie. If you like sci-fi, you're gonna like this movie. And especially if you like predators, or Yautja, as you know the race is called, you are going to like this movie. This is a good movie. It's a lot of fun, and it's not long. It's not even 2 hours long. It's a great time. It's a lot of fun. I definitely think that you should see it in theaters. This is by Dan Trachtenberg, who he made Prey and Killer of Killers. He was a director on both of those, and in my opinion, he is 3 for 3. Yeah, this movie is really fun. It's really good. It might not be like it might not be the best Predator movie. I see a lot of debate online right now between, is Prey the best? Is Predator, just the original, the best? Is this one the best? And why personally I don't think that it's the best one. This is a fantastic Predator movie, and also this movie right here proves to me this movie proves that you don't need human characters to make a movie interesting or compelling. Now, I understand that you want to make a character that you root for, and that that you root for and you can follow, essentially. That's what a lot of the human characters are. But like, for example, Transformers, I don't need Mark Wahlberg in the movies to follow anymore. Optimus Prime is a good enough character. Bumblebee, the Autobots and the Decepticons are good enough characters on their own, where I don't need a human character anymore. Sam Witwicky, of course, will never be topped. Shia LaBeouf's character in Transformers, fantastic. He's amazing. But I'm saying from now on, like, Predator Badlands to me proves that I don't need a human character anymore. These if you have an IP, like, these characters are so well known, make the characters interesting, make the predators interesting. We don't need a human character to fill in and to follow. Now, again, Prey, human character. Predator, 1986, I think, human character. These are all still good movies, but now we're following in Badlands, we're following the predators as a species, and they're doing and their own like society, and we're following them. And they're not to say that there aren't any human characters. There are robot characters that look like people. So if you want to argue, oh well, technically, it's not all just predators, okay, whatever, fine. But yeah, please go watch this movie. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't know when it's going to come out on streaming or whatever, so I think you should go see it in theaters. Movie theater experiences, in my opinion, are much better anyway. But that's, if you don't really like going to the movie theater, it is expensive. I understand that. It can add up. I understand that. But I think that if it takes like 3 months to get to streaming, you're better off seeing it in theaters, because this one is one that, again, like I said, if you like Predator or you like sci-fi, you are going to like this movie. But that's the end of the spoiler free, because I really want to talk about everything that I like about this movie. So spoiler free ending now. If you have not seen the movie, go see it. Like I said a million times, it's a very fun, a very interesting watch. It's very good, very well done. So yeah, spoiler free is over. Spoiler time. Okay. I really like this movie because it knows what you came for. You came to see the Predators do cool shit, and that's what they do. Movie starts out, it's not bullshitting you. It's immediately on a predator planet. You're immediately introduced to a predator. Like, that's the thing, is I feel like, in movies and stuff, they say the less that you show of the monster, which again, in this movie, the Yautja or the predators, they are not actually the villain, they're the main characters. But the less that you show of the monster in the movie, the more effective it is when it shows up. Not here. You start off predators there. You see him, you follow him. Basically, he gets into a little 1v1 with his older brother where he loses, and you find out the plot, which essentially is Deck, who is our main character, the Yautja in question. he is the weakest of his tribe, or I think they called it tribe or clan or something like that. And essentially, he wants to become a predator. He wants to learn how to get, or he wants to get his cloak, and he wants to basically become an adult or whatever. He's basically a teenager. His brother trains with him, does a little 1v1 session, realizes you're not strong enough. Dad does not like that. And then he decides that Deck, the main character, the main predator, is going to go out on his hunt and bring back a trophy, and in order to like get his adulthood or whatever. Mind you, this is all like the first 10 minutes of the movie. That's what I'm saying. This shit doesn't fuck around. The dad comes back and is like, why is your brother still alive? I told you to kill him in his sleep, which, you know, talking about it online, the Predators are all about honor and having honorable duels and everything. The dad wanted his brother, Deck's brother, to kill him in his sleep, which is extremely unhonorable. But so the dad, you know, is kind of not exactly fitting up to the societal whatever the fuck. Anyway, the brother is like, no, I'm not going to kill him. And the dad and the brother get into a fight. The brother chooses to save Deck and send Deck off to the Badlands. First 10 minutes in, we got fucking Predator v Predator. Okay. We got some cool Predator versus Predator shit, like a little friendly sparring, you know, little 1v1 between brothers. Then we get the dad and the brother versus each other, which again, like the Predators look so fucking cool in this movie. It's so good. If you like Predator, you will like this movie. I promise you. And so again, first 10 minutes, you already understand his motivation. His motivation is to hunt and kill the creature that he's looking for and bring honor to him, but also bring honor to his brother, who instead of choosing to kill him, chose to fight his dad and ended up dying. The dad beheads his brother and boom, we're off. Here's the movie. 10 minutes in, let's get to the movie, right? And there's no like bullshit. He gets sent off in a spaceship. There's no bullshit of him like meandering around the spaceship. It's like he gets sent off, then he's in the orbit of the Badlands, and he's crash landing. The thing I like about this movie is its pacing, man. It knows what you came to see. You came to see the Yautja in full light, instead of like trying to hide them, which I'm not saying that the other Predator movies hide their predators. You know, they show them off, but they do like a big reveal, like, oh shit, like this is what it looks like. Nope. The start, it's you see it, and I love that. It knows why you want to be there. You want to see the Predators fight, do cool shit, be cool. You want to learn more about them, and that's what this movie does. He crash lands on Badlands. He basically regroups himself, figures out what weapons he has, and in the first like 30 seconds of him figuring out what weapons he has, he gets attacked by some like snake creatures from the woods, and he's fighting them off, and it's such a badass action sequence of him fighting. And like, it's funny because you're told by the movie that he's the weakest predator, so you think, oh, he's gonna be shitty, like compared, you know what I mean? No, he's not. He's really not that bad. I mean, for the most part, he holds his own for pretty much all of it. He does basically all of the fighting in this movie, he does completely by himself. And I mean, he's not, you know, he's not unfazed or unscathed, but he puts in the work. And then you get this badass, no pun intended, title card that says Predator Badlands, and you see the rest of the, like, that was just a small little part that he was in getting attacked, and then he finally escapes that little area, and there's just, it's fucked up. It's so good. It's so good. But then he runs into a oh my god, what are they? A synthetic, which is Weyland-Yutani, which is connecting the Alien franchise and this franchise, Predator, which obviously has been done before. Alien, excuse me, Alien vs Predator and Alien vs Predator Requiem, and you know, and I forget what Predator movie, maybe it was 2, but you see like a xenomorph skull. Like these universes were combined a long time ago, but this movie is like, hey, all this shit is happening in this at the same time. But he basically bumps into a synthetic named Thea, and she basically serves as like a traveling companion. She doesn't have her legs, so she can't walk, so he ends up like strapping her to his back, and she is been on the planet for a while, so she knows how a lot of the things work. She knows how certain creatures behave and interact, and certain like wildlife features, like there's this razor grass, I think it's like glass shards on like wheat Bales. That's crazy. Don't clip that. But she knows how all of it works, so she basically guides him. So he does all the fighting, but she guides him. And yeah, I really, really like this movie, man. It's a lot of fun. The thing about this movie that I will complain about, in a sense, is they did go for comedy at a lot of points. They introduced this creature that is fugly as hell, and it's really funny because it looks like my dog. It just makes me think of my dog. My dog doesn't really look like it, but kinda, a little bit, you know. Anyway, and so they do a lot of comedy with that creature because it's like kind of ugly. It like copies Deck. It like the things that he's doing, like eating or like peel or doing anything that he's doing. The creature is like copying him, and it's played up for comedy, and not all of it landed for me. Like I was like, okay, like can we kind of move on? But some parts did get me because it's like it kind of establishes that this creature is like it does this kind of thing. So, you know, early on in the movie it's like, okay, it'll get a chuckle, and then like kind of in the middle part you're like, okay, it's whatever, and then at the end of the movie it's like they do stuff again and it makes you laugh because it's like, okay, this is something that this creature does. But basically sorry, I'm just gonna kind of jump forward here. The creature that the Predator is trying to hunt to bring back as a trophy to prove his honor and everything, Weyland-Yutani is also after because it has regenerative capabilities. Like the Predator Deck, he cuts off its head like twice, or like cuts its tail off and it instantly regrows. He cuts its head off and then it like reconnects, and so it's like, oh shit, okay, that's why nobody's ever been able to kill it, or any predator, because many predator or many Yautja have been sent there to kill it and it's never been done before. So, you know, that's why, is because it has regenerative capabilities. But also Weyland-Yutani is trying to capture it so that they can learn from that regenerative property or whatever and make it so that you know, humans can heal that way, or so that humans don't die and whatever. And essentially Deck loses all his weapons, so he uses the stuff that he's learned and he makes like improvised weapons, and he goes and tries to save Thea. Some stuff happened where she got captured by Weyland-Yutani, which again, she is a synthetic, she works for them, so it's not necessarily like she got captured, but they were going to like decommission her, like deactivate her, whatever, because her mission failed. And so Deck goes and saves her. The little ugly creature follows it, and then you find out, oh shit, the ugly creature is actually the baby of the Kalisk, or the creature that Deck is trying to hunt. And yeah, it's really good. It's a lot of good fun. Most of the kills in this movie are on synthetic androids, so not actual humans, which a lot of people complained about the PG-13 rating, which I don't think that this movie is what PG in a way that you would expect. It's not like there's no cuss. Well, I don't really know if they cuss or anything. The Yautja doesn't, you know, his language is always on screen subtitles, and it never has any like cuss words or anything like that. But it's not PG-13 in the sense that like they're trying to hold back on gore or anything like that. It's just that all the violence happens on robots, and the robots in question, which if you've never seen the Alien franchise, synthetics, they don't bleed or have blood. It's like this white milk liquid, and that's not even a joke. So like the gore is on robots, and the gore is all white instead of red. So I don't really have a problem with the rating. The action scenes are fantastic in this movie, like really good, like fun Predator shit. You get to see the Predator use his weapons, make weapons. You get to see them be such a good like alien, but it's also the main character. That's why it's so good, and I like it a lot. Then Deck basically realizes that, you know, individual mentality does not really work, which is kind of what the Yautja society is. It's like, speaking of, that's the dog in question that you can't really see her face, but she kind of looks like the creature in the movie. But you get to see Deck kind of go through, like, Thea helped him, so he doesn't want to leave her behind, but his entire life he was taught that like you have to be strong on your own kind of deal. And he ends up making like a little pack mentality with Thea later on, and the Kalisk baby, which grows into like a full adult one, and it's so badass. But then he goes back to his home planet where he's like, hey, I want my cloak. You know, give me my cloak. I killed some Weyland-Yutani robots. And the dad's like, fuck that, hell no. And you get some more badass Predator v Predator action, and it's really good. And then Deck kills his dad, which you're like, oh shit, like Deck's dad was like the bad one, like the badass motherfucker, and Deck kills him, and it's like, oh shit, like Deck is really good. And then a ship pulls up, and then he says, oh god, it's my mom, and then the movie ends, and it's like, okay, we're definitely setting up a sequel or something here. But it's really good. I'm not gonna ramble on too much more, but the action in this movie is really good. Some of the comedy might fall flat, or you might like it. I'm not saying that the comedy was bad, but some parts when they're because there's points where they slow down a little bit, where Thea kind of gets to talk about what was going on the planet, why they're there, and you know, this creature, the Kalisk baby is around, and it's making little jokes and stuff, or like the movie is making little jokes with the creature kind of being ugly and doing goofy shit. And some of it didn't really fall, or like didn't land for me. It kind of just was like, all right, whatever. But the action's great, and what you learn about like Yautja as a society and stuff, it's super good. So yeah, go see it. My enjoyment level of this movie, it's like an 8 or a 9. I won't say that the movie's perfect, because again, you know, the comedy, I was just like, all right, come on, like let's progress, or you know. And again, it's not that the movie's not progressing, it's just that the comedy, I was like, let's either progress and get plot stuff with Thea, or let's get some action shit going on, like let's figure it out, you know. But yeah, again, 9 out of 10 in my opinion, for my enjoyment. Again, not saying it's a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 movie, but I'm just saying I enjoyed it as a 9 out of 10. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.